Hey guys, Smart here. Today I'm going to be showing you my first ever Minecraft video. What I've got in store for you guys is just a little build of mine. Nothing too special, but I think it's pretty cool. So I'm going to be showing it mainly just because YOLO, and the other reason is I'm hoping, though I know not many people are going to see this video, that I might get a little bit of feedback on it, and in turn that will help make the build look even better. Sorry the video is going to be a little bit laggy, but I'm just starting to record, so you're going to have to deal with that. Right now I have this, see this right here, and I'll explain in just a second what that is. Basically, this place is it's like a Dwarven city. If you ever play World of Warcraft, which I'll probably have some videos of as well, then you would know about Ironforge. This is fairly similar to Ironforge. The main difference is the ones in here aren't like the normal dwarves in World of Warcraft. They're like lava dwarves, and I'll explain a little bit more into what that is later on. But for now, this is just the gate. I'm very big on lore and storyline. If all my characters in World of Warcraft, each of them has like a detailed backstory to them. So I've already made some fairly good lore, I think, for this place. Essentially what it is when these dwarves first came up to the surface, because they were born underground essentially. So when they first came up to the surface, they met with these like primitive human tribes who, as you can guess, pretty much attacked them on sight. Because of this, the dwarves deemed that this place was dangerous and hostile, so they retreated back underground and locked their city with this massive gate you see here. Not that massive, but I mean, it's pretty cool. They locked it with this gate. So and that was like, I don't know, something like 1,000 years ago. So these dwarves have a very strict sense of isolationism. It's turned from more of a fear of the outside world to a straight up hatred. Like, they think of the above world as unclean and impure and stuff like that. So they don't like the surface essentially. They like being underground. And you can see reflected kind of in their personality and culture. Things such as they don't like the sight of dirt for the most part, because dirt reminds them of the above world. You don't find dirt that often unless you're like upper and close to the surface. They prefer just the sight of safe stone walls. So it'll reflect in their architecture and culture and stuff. But yeah, so this is the gate. I like to plan this out as if like a video game. So the way for the video game, you can't just take a pickaxe and bust this down. Besides, you wouldn't be able to break this anyway because it's bedrock. That's something else I've got to mention in terms of architecture. As you can guess, they've lived underground, they've been isolated for so long. So all of their architecture is going to focus around the materials they have down there, which for the most part is stone, bedrock, obsidian, things like iron, stuff like that. They don't have any wood, they don't have dirt, they don't build with dirt, they don't have that many flowers. No, they don't have access to most of the stuff that we have up here above on the surface. But yeah, so you wouldn't be able to break this down with just a pickaxe. For my video game, there's a couple different entrances, and I'm going to show you all of them. But the main way you get in here is you come over this way, and you see there's like this little hidden button here, and you hit it, and you run over here, and it opens up, but it opens up for the briefest second. Also, I forgot for some reason my sound is all the way off. Let me just turn it up. I think about, yeah, that's good. But yeah, no one by themselves, even in creative mode, I have a really hard time being able to hit that button and fly all the way over there before the thing shuts. Try it again. Oh no! Oh, I could have made it that time if it wasn't lagging so bad. It's difficult though. So for in game, you could have another player there who will help you. But the intention is that over here, it's not built yet, but there'll be this little hidden like entrance on this wall, and there'll be a dwarf inside of it. And if you become friends and prove your what's the best way to say it? Prove your worth and I won't say loyalty, but prove that you're not a threat to them. Prove that you are a friend. Then he'll grant you access in, and he'll stand over here and hit the button while you are waiting at the gate and enter. For the sake of the video, I'm not going to keep trying that. I'm just going to fucking bust this down and rebuild it. Try not to land because it's a little bit hard to get back up in the air once I've fuck, well, I landed. Too late now. You can see the contraption I used to make this. Tried to cover the redstone up for the most part, but it's impossible. I had to add some of it showing. Pretty cool contraption. I like the way that they've done redstone in this game. So as you can see, there's like this pathway showing that at one time this was like a thing, but in recent years they've just abandoned it. There's no lights. I'm planning on putting some more like cobwebs and a barricade kind of like down over here, but that's not in yet. And here's the main entrance. So I have a specific building style. I don't know if people see that when they play this game, but I can't build things like I can't go to a flat area and just build like a straight up mansion, a house. I can't do that. I can't build like modern, realistic looking stuff. My building style is very heavily influenced by the environment. So as I was exploring with my friend one day, I found this cave and I was like, boom, Iron Forge Dwarf City. I knew it had to happen, and so this is what I've done so far. As you can see, there's like this little lava pool over here. Most of their stuff will involve lava in some way or another. Look, down here you see this big ravine that's just filled to the brim with lava. The red wool and diamond you see right now isn't permanent. It's marking out these different levels, which I'll explain in just a bit. Actually, you know what? I think I'll just explain it right now. If I can ever fly, to give you guys a better fucking look. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Come on, boy. Oh, this is why I wish it didn't lag. Not because it's annoying for the video, though I'm sure it is, but mostly because I have a really hard time flying and when it does. Oh my god, I almost jumped off. Doesn't matter, I'm in creative mode. He won't even jump. I'm like spamming the spacebar and he just literally isn't jumping. That's how bad it is. I'll just look away from the lava. Maybe that'll help. There we go. It did help. Alright. So, the basic layout of the city is essentially it's got like different castes, like poor, well, not poor, the low class, middle class, upper class kind of thing. And it basically goes from bottom to top in that order. Down here, specifically on this side for the most part, is like the slums of the city where all the poor, broken down people live. This is where you'd find like most of your really shitty bars and stuff, where there'll be ruffians and all the general scum of any city be found in like this area. And this would be specifically the housing. And as it moves like over to this middle section, that's where most the things like the bars and stuff will be. Over here will be more of like an industrial factory kind of thing. Specifically, once you get over to this part, which again, none of this is done yet. I'll show you. I've only got one part that's actually like intricately built. It's for the most part just set out, and I'm hoping you guys will give me feedback to make it better. This part I'm thinking will be something like Iron Forge's Great Forge, kind of like this amazing smith, where this famous blacksmith will take lava and make some really like amazing armors and stuff from it. So again, it's not done yet. But yeah, so big smith forge area, industrial place where they build like all this machinery. They're not as like technologically advanced as dwarves and gnomes in World of Warcraft, but they're still fairly advanced. That's for sure. Then we've got like bars and stuff right here, really shitty, like dangerous, sketchy places, and then like slums over in this section. So this will be mostly for like the lower class and lower middle class. You move up, then you get to the upper middle and middle class sections, Over here is going to be most of the shops, like this little black glass spot. Also, fuck me, it just landed, that ruins me. But yeah, there's also this little lava roof. Thought that was pretty cool. I know a little bit that like, but I've already kind of broken my rules of, oh, they don't have the same things that we have upstairs. With this, because to make stained glass you need the dye, I believe. I'm pretty sure you do. So, and they obviously wouldn't have a lot of red flowers to make dye from, but whatever, I do what I want. It looks cooler that way. But yeah, so you'll find most of the shops over here, like jewelries and stuff. Generally, for the most part, they're not like, the shops will involve some kind of crafting. But I think it's pretty cool. Okay, alright, there we go. Did it very fast. Then as you move on, there's still some more shops along this side, though for the most part they'll be on this side. And as you progress forward, it's just it becomes all their houses and stuff. So, that's how it works. Then finally, you have this last little section, this upper spot right here. And this, as you can read from that side over there, is the royal court. It's where the upper class lives, the nobles and the royal family. Again, none of it built yet, but that's the general idea. I got really lucky in terms of the way that this cave generated, and that for the most part it generated in such a way as to give me some really, really good ideas. You'll find this little bridge over here, and there's nothing here yet, but I'm still trying to decide what these places could be. Essentially, it's two... If I can get back up to fly again. Come on, you can do it. I believe. You gotta believe. Oh, I did it. See? I just believed hard enough. But essentially, it's just like these two fairly large holes. That one is more like straight down. This one kind of is like at an incline, a slope. But yeah, still not quite sure when I'm gonna make it yet, but I'll figure it out. Then the other places that I have right now essentially is just this place, which is the reason why I say that the cave generated in a really, really nice way. So this place right here, you see it poking out, is the waterworks. They can't, they don't fucking drink and live off of lava. They still need water. Just, they don't have access to it that much except for like underground springs and wells. So the waterworks actually draws water from the surface and pulls it down to the rest of the city. You'll see it has an entrance here in the poor lower section, and it's over here close to the industrial district, because most of this water is not going to the poor people, to the slums. It's actually going into the industrial section to build stuff, to be used in forging. Some of it goes to the poor people, but it's like the nasty, unfiltered, really bad water that no one wants to drink. Then you'll find it up here as well, an entrance, two specifically. That one will take you to the upper sections of it. This will take you to the lower sections of it. Again, not yet built, but I'm getting there. And this water, as you can see, is mostly used for the people in their homes to drink in this upper section. They don't really need it over there at the shops, because the shops aren't making anything. They're just, selling the jewelry and stuff that's crafted here in the industrial district down there. There's also this little section over here that connects to the water district. Waterworks. Though I still don't know what I want this to be yet. I'm still kind of debating. I'll figure it out though. I'll figure it out. And then finally, there's even a connection to the waterworks for the royal court. So that's pretty good. I'm going to trace along now. Oh yeah, almost forgot to. To enter the royal court, you have to go through this little section over here, which is close to the entrance. No, the royals don't really use this a lot. They generally tend to stay in their like little fancy court apart from the rest of the city. But the people sometimes come up here to say complaints and shit. You know what they do to their kings and nobles who rule over them. Yeah, so you have this, and you'll see it goes down here. That's the upper section I was talking about earlier, where it's split off from the middle section. You keep going down here, you'll reach the poor district. You see over there. Oh, getting disorientated. Might want to try and fly again. Hold on a sec. Let's see if I can do it while I'm in the water. There's no way. Oh, I did it. Amazing. Yeah. I'm not gonna go down there. I told you what it is. This again, more of the upper section. Then you have over here. Oh god. Oh god, the lag. Sorry guys. I'll try and figure out a way to reduce the lag. My best guess is that I've got, hold on a sec, if you look, I've got all my video settings on the lowest possible settings as far as it goes. So my best guess is that oh yeah, nothing on the background either. My best guess is that well, first off, my computer sucks. Second off, that most likely I'm going to have to use something other than Fraps, because Fraps just is not working. But hold on a sec. So if you come over here, I'm going to break this open right here. Oh, stop pushing me. And you'll see, this is where it leads to the outside. Come on, you can fly. You can do it. Fly like a beautiful bird. Yeah, there we go. So you see this leads to the outside. Let me turn it to day. Oh. We'll do day first. So day. Weather clear, just in case. So if you follow this along, you'll see it reaches over here, where the gate was. So you do take the water from the sea, like I said. I tried my best to make it not look so obvious that there's something hidden here. But no matter what, I mean, it's still fairly obvious. Mostly because you can hear the fucking running water. And you've got this like little gap right here. But, there's no way, it's going to be adventure mode. Just, if I do make this into a server. So there'll be no way for them to break this down and explore, so it works out. I don't think that's far enough. I think I have to, yep. Dang it. It's not even far enough. Here you go, that's why it moves to the running water. Oh, stop. Ah, there we go. So this is about the only spot that I actually have built, truly. This is a guard post. Specifically, there's 3 different sections, well not sections, groups of guards. There's the city guard, which as you can guess, they're a lot like Skyrim city guards, well the Elder Scrolls city guards, where all they do is they just break up fights and stuff and watch out for thieves and robbers and murderers in the city. So they're there to protect the people from themselves. And there's the royal guards, which, as I'm sure you can guess, they protect the royal and noble family, and they're generally tougher and better than the city guards. City guards are like your average kind of lackeys, where the royal guards are like these well-trained soldiers. Then you have, they don't have an army by the way, because they're isolationism. What? No, isolationist. They have strong isolationism. So they don't need an army, because what are they gonna fight? The most that they have is like the general Minecraft's cave creatures, like creepers and skeletons and zombies and stuff, which again I might add as well, fuels their hatred of the surface further, because they're like, oh my god, these humans and skeletons are dead. These zombies and skeletons are dead humans, and they're attacking us. So, they don't like humans. They don't like us at all. Partially because we attacked them in the past, partially because our dead are attacking them. So, the final group they have of guards is what I'm going to call probably the Sentinels. I think that's a good name. Essentially, these guards focus on everything outside. Anytime a scout leaves to go up to the above ground, which does happen, they still need to get some stuff from the above ground. And it's good for them to know what's going on in their general vicinity. It's just, the normal people are not allowed and don't want to go outside. But yeah, so anytime something goes on above ground, it's a sentinel, and the guy that the guy I was talking about, who if you become friends with, he'll actually open up the door for you. He's a sentinel as well. He's specifically there, hidden away up on the surface, so that anytime a scout goes out, he can let them back in. The other thing that the Sentinels do is they protect the city from any corruption from the outside. So, yeah, these guys are just there to, make sure no one breaks in from the outside and tries to kill everyone in the city, because that's what they assume would happen. So, in terms of like strength, they're kind of in the middle. The city guard is definitely the weak, lackey, grunts, peons kind of guys. The royal guard is not the strongest, but definitely the best armed and most well-trained soldiers. These guys, while they don't have the best arms, and they're not the best in terms of training, because they're the only ones who actually go up to the surface and they do get into more fights than the others. They're the, what's the best word I'm looking for? Most battle-hardened, most skilled fighters. So I have this little spot here where they're like, this kind of waiting room. They're dwarves, again, so remember they're smaller than humans. So I've built the architecture around that for the most part. So the roofs to buildings won't be massive. Heck, the highest will usually be something like this. So their roofs are generally small, and as you can see, the table that they kind of sit at is small because they're small, whereas the humans are tall. In general. I'm sure there's some exceptions. But these 3 doors are not yet made. What I'm thinking of is this probably gonna be like a training room. I'm gonna have like, stuff set up where they can practice shooting and stuff like that. This I haven't decided yet, but it's probably gonna be some kind of leisure room where they all kind of go and hang out after doing some shit. And this will probably be their kitchen dining area. This is what I actually have worked on, which is the barracks. As you can see, iron and stone, bedrock, everything. No visible dirt. Again, because they don't like the sight of the outside world. For the most part, there'll be some exceptions that you'll actually see here. They don't have wooden doors because they don't chop down trees, so they have to have iron doors. And that forces me to also make press plates and stuff, which furthers their like technological prowess, essentially. So these barracks actually split into 3 groups. Oh yeah, by the way, and as you can guess, these sentinels are placed here. This isn't all of them, this is just one like specific group of them. But they're basically planted at every spot that there's a entrance to the city. So these guys are placed here specifically to prevent anything from the water to go through the waterworks and attack the city. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, they're split up in 3 groups that are marked by different types of stone, specifically cobblestone. Where is it? Cobblestone, stone bricks, and chiseled stone bricks, with cobblestone being the lowest and chiseled stone bricks being the highest. So if you go in here, you'll find the first set of barracks. Am I lagging out? Oh no. Oh no. That was weird. I got some intense lag, but yet my frames went up. I don't understand that. But yeah, so these guys, the cobblestone ones. This isn't actually completely done. It should be, instead of these 6 beds in total, it should be 12 beds in total. And I'm also missing chests put in the wall for each of them. The other one's a little bit more completely done, but check that one out. Come on, you got it, button. Yeah, work fast. Yeah, see, these guys have the chest, but it's still not fully done over here. Because I want to get to work on the rest of the spots to show you guys. So in total, there'll be 12 beds on each side for a total of 24 of these cobblestone sentinels. You open up this one, which is fully done, and you've got the stone brick guys. Also, I think my brother just woke up, so you might hear him come down here and talk to me. But yeah, these guys are stone brick ones, and 6 beds on this side. Pretty much the exact same layout. If we go over here, 6 beds for a total of 12 of these stone brick guys. They come down here. This is the captain's section. Again, not done yet, but I'm thinking it's probably gonna be the biggest and best looking room. Whereas you see before, all those guys, they just had to fucking essentially sleep in a bed with just one chest and not really anything going on for them, sleeping all together. These guys are the chilled stone bricks, and they are the best of the best, essentially, of the Sentinels. They're highly looked up to, and everyone wants to be one of them. And that's why, when you look at their accommodations... God dang it. Come on, you got it. Oh, you got it. Oh, yes. They have separate rooms. Hey, bro. My brother just came down. I'm recording the video.
Oh.
But, yeah, so these guys have their own separate rooms because they're the best and they deserve to be rewarded. I tried to give these guys like their own kind of personalities, and I'm sure you're gonna see it in the different places. So this guy right here, he's got, I think this one's probably gonna be a dude. This guy right here has got like a little bench to sit on. I can't sit on it because again, I'm a human and I'm tall. Whereas the dwarf, he's small. He's probably like 1 block, maybe like 1.5 blocks tall, so you can just sit on that like it's nothing. But you come up here, and this is the first personality for this guy. He's, as you can guess, since they live on the ground, they're no strangers to silverfish. They're generally seen as either pests, but they're also seen as kind of pets. And this guy is in love with silverfish. So this is his lucky egg. It's a, if I break it, you'll see it's a fucking silverfish egg. And he's just like, oh my god, it's gonna hatch. It's gonna be awesome, you know? This is his little kitchen storage area. You know, he's got his own like little special spot. This is like where he washes dishes and stuff, you know. Do his thing. Over here, he's got a little shower that's next to what should be a pen of silverfish. But I've ran into a problem that my best guess is I'm probably only going to be able to fix it through coding. Which I can't code myself. I can't do Minecraft mods. I can learn, but it would take away from me being able to build from this. So I'm gonna need someone to, you know, do this for me, but I'm guessing I'm not gonna get that until I become at least somewhat known on YouTube. What I tried to do here is I tried to place some silverfish into the pen. So like when he's taking his shower, or like when he wakes up in the morning, his bed over there, he'll be like, oh my god, look at my little silverfish, hey boys! But the problem is that when I spawned them, I didn't know that silverfish absorb themselves into the stone. So like literally it spawned in, ran at this stone wall over here and just absorbed itself into it. I tried to see if I could fix that, but the second I broke the stone, the multiple tries, although I tried like 5 times, I assumed they were like despawning. I didn't realize they were absorbing into the stone. So the second I hit that stone, half like the floor just disappeared and it became nothing but silverfish. But yeah, so this is bed over here. It's got a wide bed. He might be a fat guy, haven't quite decided yet. But the main thing about him, as you can see here, is that he's like silverfish. He likes silverfish a lot. This one likes water. This one loves water and is fascinated by it. So you see out here, got a fountain. You go up here. Oh yeah, that's something I haven't mentioned, is that to the other people, the Sentinels are these like amazing heroes, these people to look up to. But if you actually get to know them, they're a little bit weird mainly from going up to the top world. They don't hold the same kind of beliefs that the others do about the surface. So now you see this is this person. I think it's probably gonna be a girl. This is her like kitchen storage area. Even has like some little water right here. Come over here. She's got like a little running river. Haven't quite decided what this is gonna be yet, but I'm thinking about adding some place where she'll have like a little squid captured as a pet. I think that'd be pretty funny. You come over here. This is her bed. And she even has water next to her bed. This crazy bitch, am I right? And then over here she's got what essentially be her like bath slash swimming pool. And you'll see that there's dirt in this room, which is again strange because as mentioned earlier, they don't like the sight of dirt because it reminds them of the surface world. So for the most part, everything you see will be stone walls, stone roofs, shit like that. But this girl has dirt here, and I'm planning on making this pool actually connected to the outside. Well, that's about it for her. We got on here, and the last one is also one thing is probably a girl, and she is in love with flowers. She's just in love with them. So right out here, she's got some dandelions on show. Come up here and you look, and there's just this little tree growing that she's nurturing to life. And it's just now sprouting. It's not gonna grow much because it's, you know, in a cave, but she understands how plants work a little bit, so she's just probably gonna keep it like this. Over here is her like kitchen storage area, and she has another little sapling like here, right here, again nurturing it to health. And then her bedroom I think I like the most because the roof is made of leaves and has just a tree in the middle. This is her shower. Even her shower has fucking grass growing next to it, which I think is a little bit nasty, but whatever. And then over here next to her bed, she's got some roses. But yeah, so that's about all I've done. I haven't yet worked on the. That's about all I've gotten done so far. I haven't yet worked on the other side or the captain's quarters, as I showed you earlier. Still not quite sure what I'm going to make these rooms, but I don't think they're gonna be. I think what it is you see over here, there's one guy who's fairly normal for these dwarves, and then the other two are kind of strange, you know, liking water and grass so much. I think what it will be for the other side is that two of them will be fairly normal, and then the other one will be like the exception, the weird guy. But yeah, so I'm going to show you the other things I forgot to show you, which is mainly the other entrances to the place and one specific area. Let me just do this so that everything is running as smoothly as possible. Yeah, waterworks isn't done yet, but you'll find things here like, for example, some of their food will be fish that they eat that they, you know, swims into this place from here. This is where they'll get their only form of salt from. This is used for their machinery stuff to cool it down. This is used for their forging. This is used for, you know, plain consumption of water. Bathing. They bathe like everyone else. So yeah, it's a pretty important place, and that's the reason why it's such a big area. There'll be a lot of stuff here. The other thing I forgot to show you is, again, like I said, this is planned for some kind of server. I don't think it'll ever actually get made, but if it can, that'd be really cool. Another thing I forgot to mention is, you see this right here? I'm not gonna have these just like showing on the walls. But right now I'm too lazy to fill it all in, mainly because I haven't built like the actual structures that are gonna be on the sides of these walls. So, yep, you won't find these like veins of coal or iron just sticking out the walls.
I'm planning on making a network soon. I'm not gonna say the name because then people might steal it. Like, it happened one time as well.
Did it?
Yeah, I like posted it on YouTube and all that. And
then when you went to go make the server,
next day I go and play in Minecraft and I see servers made void.
And you're like, oh, well, that sucks. You shouldn't have done that, my friend. That was you messing up.
Yeah.
Is that something back there?
I'm gonna create a network, so I'm gonna try and use your map and you're kind of like
my buildings, essentially. That's cool, dude. I don't think you'll be able to do the coding that I'm actually like, that in my head I envision.
I got people.
You got people? I don't know if they can do this, but whatever. So yeah, like I was saying, is that you wouldn't be able to break this stuff down, and you would be in survival, well, adventure mode most likely. So normally you can't go into this like lava river because you would burn up and die in the fucking lava. However, there'll be some way through like a quest line, or I'm thinking maybe like if you get, you know how World of Warcraft does factions and reputation. If you get to like the max rep of these guys, they'll give you either fire resistant armor or preferably some kind of potion of fire resistance that will, if you're smart, they don't directly tell you, but if you're smart, you can use it to jump into this lava river, and here you'll find, that's this,
excuse me.
Excuse you, better say excuse you. What is the smuggler's den? So essentially this is like this hidden, there's this group in here, if you ever played Elder Scrolls, kinda like the Thieves Guild. Essentially this big group of robbers, pirates, thieves, you know, no assassins, no like hitmen killing people and stuff like that, but the, you know, people who rob and steal, essentially, all led, well, not all led, but all kind of joined together under one flag one kind of group, one representative, by one specific badass thief. So again, I haven't built it yet, but this is just the entrance to it. And it's interesting to note that this is one of the entrances here. Is that I don't remember which pathway, but one of these like pathways that branch off actually, I think it's that one over there, leads to the surface. So what that is if you get in the Thieves Guild, you can use the Smuggler's Den as a way of gaining entrance. It's kinda into the city because you could gain entrance here, but then you've got the problem of how the fuck you're gonna make it up the lava. So my best guess is, like I said, if you get high reputation with these guys, the dwarves, they'll give you a potion of fire resistance. I'm thinking there'll be some for the Thieves Guild, the people that get into the Smuggler's Den. The only way for them to get it is they're gonna have, well, to get through the lava is they're gonna have to get some really good fucking armor and some kind of healing potion. But yeah, that's the Smuggler's Den. That's one of the entrances. The other entrance that I haven't showed you yet also connects a little bit to another type of like faction group. If I come out over here and break up, this is probably the easiest way to get entrance into it. Though again, I'm hoping all this stuff is secret. I don't think a lot of people are gonna watch this video, so if I do make this into a server, most people won't know about it. But there's some kind of faction like the Druids from World of Warcraft that this isn't their main thing, but they use flowers to mark things. And as you see right here, we've got a dandelion, an orange tulip, and a rose. Haven't yet made like what the flowers actually mean, so this is just a placeholder. But this marks another entrance into the city. Come over here, break through. There's this hidden old passageway, and I'm planning on this place being filled with spiders, so it's not easy to get through. You'll be fighting a lot of probably cave spiders, really poisonous and shit. We're fighting a lot of cave spiders to get to, and the other thing is, once you drop down, you actually can't get back up. There's one of these is like 2 blocks high. I think it's like that's about right there. So you will get trapped. And again, the other thing as well is that the city guards will automatically attack you on sight. To them, you're invading their home now. So you're gonna have to find a way, unless you want to, attack the city and kill them. You're gonna have to find a way to get them to not attack you through like sneaking by, and I'll make some kind of quest line which allows you to make them neutral, so they don't just fucking kill you on sight. But it breaks open into this little lava section over here. Also, you'll have to make the jump over there and not fall and die horribly in the lava. So, oh look at that! Chip, chip, chip. I wonder, is that how bats sound in real life?
Those can be easily done by using NPC or citizens.
Citizens. Well, that's for you to decide. I'm just a fucking builder, I don't know like all this fancy modding and shit.
I'll give you a list of stuff you need to build.
That. Make that look good. Yeah. The other thing is that this also, if you look right, if you look right here, this also, I'll just show you guys. There we go. This also, boom, 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 boom. It's gonna be annoying because I'm gonna have to fucking rebuild it all, but hey, for the sake of the video, right? For the sake of you guys. Boom, 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 boom. Opens into the fucking flower, bitches. I say bitch in the nicest of ways. Room. So I'm thinking this will have some kind of significance. My guess is that either she knows about it or she learns that this place opens up into the surface. And I'm thinking maybe there'll be a quest where she disappears and it turns out she's ran away to the surface to go find some more flowers, but maybe someone kidnapped her, she got lost or kidnapped or something. Well, I always said kidnapped. What was the thing I'm saying? She got lost or killed even. So, again, just a little interesting idea I had that I think would be pretty cool. Fly back up here and close this shit. Beep, beep, beep. Ah, fuck. I got him. Hold on a second. I'm gonna just pull out the flower already. orange tulip. Kind of sad there's no like, I put away the other material I needed. Do that. This would be better. It's just cobblestone. Boom. Why did I like remove the button? I don't need the fucking button. Get that out of here. No, I do want the button though. It's like no. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. 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 Let's do just grass block. Boop. Again, like I said, this is probably some kind of like adventure thing. I'm not planning on players being able to just break down everything they fucking see. So the way to get into this is some kind of item. I'm thinking maybe like if we have, I don't know if my brother can figure out how to do professions, but some kind of item which essentially
It'll be a custom plugin.
Which essentially is TNT, and what you'd have to do is you'd have to know about the druids. You'd have to know what the different flowers mean. You'd come over here and you'd be like, oh look. You'd have to actually see the flowers, and you'd be like, what? I wonder what's here. This has to have some significance, right? You'd have to then realize, oh, if I use TNT, I can blow a hole into this hidden entrance. Then you have to use TNT to get past that wall and actually into the city. So 2 things of TNT, and you have to know what the flowers mean, essentially. But that's pretty much what I've got with the place so far. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. I'm planning on making more videos, but it's a little bit iffy. Other than that, feedback is greatly appreciated. If anyone wants to give me some good ideas and stuff to do, I'm willing to listen to them. Please no trolling. I know it's going to happen already. Someone's going to be like first on the video. So I'm going to probably say that myself. Enjoy your day, guys.